Good morning, Stampers. It's Kristin with coffeeandstamps.com, independent stepping up demonstrator. Today we've got a cute little project. It's a little box when you can slide a Hershey bar just right in, close it back up, and then give it to your friends, family. Makes a great little birthday gift, just a kind of I'm thinking of you gift. Okay, let's get started. What I need today is a piece of paper or cardstock at 6 inches by 7 inches, and we're going to score it and bring in the scoreboard. Okay, on the 7-inch side at the top, we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, and 6.5 inches. Flip it over, and then on your 6.5 inch side, you're going to score it at 2.5, at 3, 5.5, and 6. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. All right, then just use your bone folder and fold your creases. Got 2 more to go. All right. So the side with the 2 1/2-inch sections, that's going to be your top. So what you're going to want to do there is take your scissors and just cut off those 2 little boxes. 1, 2 on both sides. Got that one just a little too far. Okay, and then your middle 1/2-inch section, you're going to cut on the score line and then just take just a little sliver out of it on each side. That's just going to make your flap tuck in nicely. Do the same thing to the other side. Okay, that is your base. Now remember that this flap here with the double side is your top. So you're going to flip it over, and this section right here will be your front. So that's going to where you're going to want to put your DSP, your die cuts, or whatever you decide to use. Today what I've got is a piece of Gingham Gala Daffodil Delight. It's cut at 1.5 inches by 6. I'm going to take and just put it here in the middle. Okay, just kind of place it there in the middle. Okay. And next we'll take a piece of scrap white paper, move this to the side, and we'll do some stamping. Today we're going to use the Sweetest Thing stamp set. It is on the retiring list, so if you really want to get this, it's super cute, and you should do that before it goes away for good. So we're going to take this, we're going to use the Treats stamp, the big candy jar. Little one that says Sweets for You. Some little candies. That's so super cute. And then we're going to use some die cuts. Alright, we're going to take our Memento black ink. We're going to ink up our jar. Make sure we get that inked up real nice and black. We want it dark. Stamp it. Perfect. Alright. The next thing we want in black is the frame. Gotta switch out my stamps here. The frame for our sentiment. Ink it up. Okay, got it. Our candies, we're going to put those in the jar. And it comes with gummy bears, jelly beans, little wrapped candies, gumdrops. Let's see what else. Little chocolates and a sucker. It's a really, really neat set. You can do a lot with it. Okay. We're going to take and have some candies kind of coming up the side a little bit. And then across the bottom. Okay. Now, the next thing I did was I took my Stampin' blends and I colored in the candies. I used Dark Pool Party, Highland Heather, Night of Navy, Granny Apple Green, Poppy Parade, Lovely Lipstick, and Dark Flirty Flamingo. But you can use any color combination that you like. That's just what I used. Now, in the middle of the frame, we're going to stamp our sentiment in Daffodil Delight. Sweets for You. Just stamp it right in the center. All right. And then one more thing, in the Daffodil Delight, we're going to ink up our Treats stamp. And we're going to just stamp it down here, because we're going to cut it out with the die cut that comes in the bundle. Okay, so we've got all our stamping done. For time's sake, I am not going to color it on video, and I have already got them die cut. Here's the dies. Let me show you how cute. It's got 3 different jars, the sentiments, or the frame for the sentiment, the little treats, all these precious little candies and suckers, some framelits for, you know, if you want to stamp a candy. It's just a really, really versatile set. Okay. Close up my ink here before I stick my hand in it. Alright, so here's the pieces after they're completed. We got 2 little suckers here. The word Treats. Here's the candy jar with the candy colored in, and then the sentiment and the frame. Okay, the next thing I want to do is flip it back over, and we're going to go ahead and assemble our box. So you have to remember, this is the top part, and this is the flap that's going to fold in. So this is the front. So you're going to want your side flap, this one, you're going to want the adhesive here on the outside. And then this one, you're going to want the adhesive on the inside. Same thing on the other side. The top part with it laying flat, the bottom part folded in. Now you don't have to put adhesive on both sides. I just really, when I build a project like this is going to hold something, I really like to make sure it's going to stay together. Okay, so you've got your adhesive. Your little flap goes on the inside. You bring it closed, line it up, and just fold it over and kind of stick it down. You can use your bone folder and kind of rub it from the inside to make sure you get a good seal. And then do the same thing on the other side. Be sure to line it up. Okay. I'm going to use the bone folder on the inside. Okay, so there you go. There's the base of your box. And then this flap just slides in after you put your candy, or you could even put money in here, kind of whatever you wanted to. So let's finish up the decorating. All right, we've got some Daffodil Delight organza ribbon. Now I'm gonna do this a little differently. I'm gonna take and put a piece of fast fuse here where I'm gonna put the jar. And then I'm gonna take my ribbon and I'm gonna adhere it right there. Let's clip off this end. We don't need all that. That's going to be hidden behind the jar, so we won't have to worry about that. Now, I'm going to take a second piece of ribbon, slide it under, and this is where I'm going to tie my bow. I like to do it this way. It looks like it's all one piece of ribbon, but it is so much easier to get the bow in the direction you want, to have it look nice. I just find it a lot easier. Okay, got your bow, then just, you know, pull your tails, tighten it up. There. I think I'll make it just a little bit smaller. And then, doing it that way, you have the ability to slide and move it wherever you want it, because it's not stationary, but it looks like it's all one piece of ribbon. So we're going to clip off our ends. I think those look nice. I think we'll leave it here at the end for now. We may move it, which we can do very easily because it just slides. But for right now, we'll just leave it there. All right, we'll take our candy jar and our little label that says treats. On treats, we're going to put a dimensional and pop it up a little bit. Just kind of center it towards the top in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to put some fast fuse on the back of the jar. I'm going to put it right here where we joined that ribbon. And since we've already got the box made, it's kind of hard to push down. So just use your bone folder, slide it in, and just kind of rub it from the back. And that'll get a nice good seal. Next, we're going to put the Sweets for You on. Let's see which way we want to do that. I think we'll leave that bow over to the side and put Sweets for You on dimensionals. Just kind of right above the ribbon. Kind of put the bottom of the frame right over the ribbon. And again, you can take your bone folder, just stick it inside, and then you can press down. I like that. Now I'm going to move the bow just this way a little bit. I cut out some suckers from the die cuts, but you know, I was going to stick them behind the ribbon, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think that makes it look a little bit busy. So I think I'll just skip that. All right, that's pretty much what you've got. Just take your candy, slip it in, and then close it up. If you need dimensions, any kind of measurements, or have any questions, feel free to email me at coffeeandstamps@gmail.com or visit my website at coffeeandstamps.com. Thanks, guys.